Koinange. She's an obstetrician-gynecologist at Kilifi County Referral Hospital. Dr. Beverly, good to see you. Thanks so much for your time. It must be tough where you are. That's all I can say. It must be tough.
It is tough. Good to see you, Jeff.
So tell me, what's your typical day like? Walk me through it, if you will.
So a typical day for me as an obstetrician-gynecologist is most of the time I would start with going to the labor ward. I would have to see the patients that really need me to make an intervention on a decision early, then continue with the rest of the ward round. Now, when COVID-19 stepped in, I was one of the few health workers that was chosen and to work in an isolation center that had been dedicated for only obstetric mothers who were COVID-19 positive, or any surgical patient that was COVID-19 and required to have any kind of surgery that I would be able to assist as an obstetrician, but most importantly, as a medical doctor.
And what was that like, dealing with those cases in the isolation center, Dr. Beverly?
It was scary at first, but then you get to meet the patients and you have conversations with them. It's just the uncomfortability of the PPEs, feeling very hot and uncomfortable in them. But then with time, you get used to the conversations with your patients and you feel very comfortable. The fear goes away, and you actually, apart from the fact that you're donned in a mask and you're donned in full PPEs, you can't see each other's faces. We start bonding with our voices, with our conversations. So with time, I got used to it and I got comfortable working around those patients.
Yeah, but aren't you afraid sometimes that getting comfortable with them, you might catch the virus?
I am afraid, but then I get dressed in full PPEs, which means I have the whole outfit on, which covers my head. I have a face shield on. I have a mask on, I have 2 gloves, I have gloves and a shoe cover. So basically, I'm well protected. So being comfortable doesn't mean I'm being careless. It just means I do everything to keep myself safe. But at the same time, I do not want to instill fear or a feeling of stigmatization when I'm talking to my patient. So the more comfortable I get, it means the patient will be more comfortable expressing what they feel. Remember, Jeff, this is someone who is going to be in a place that is not their home, so they actually feel lonely. And sometimes, apart from being a doctor, they also need a friend. So you can't be an uncomfortable friend. You have to be a friend that you're easy to approach and talk to.
Yeah, and you've been there. Look, when we're hearing the numbers in that part of the country are on the rise, the so-called curve is nowhere near being flattened. You're going to be there for a while, doctor.
Yes. I am, let's say, psychologically prepared for it. Although at times we have those moments when we really feel that I wish COVID could just come the same way could just go the same way it came, like just disappear. But yeah, we are keeping strong.
Yeah, because earlier on you were telling me you have 2 children up country, an 8-year-old and a 2-year-old.
Yes, I have 2 daughters. One is 8 years old and the other one is 2 years old.
They're probably watching you right now for the very first time in a long time, and I know you keep in touch with them, but what do you tell them on national television?
That I really miss them. I hope to see them soon, and that I love them so much. Same thing goes to my mother. My mother is a frontline warrior in the States. Remember, I told you she's a nurse. So yeah, I want to say that, Mom, let's keep strong.
Yeah, and you keep strong too, Dr. Beverly, because it must not be easy doing what you do. Do you regret going into this line of work? Do you regret it?
Really continuing to love it. And when at school, I was not forced. I chose by myself to COVID. I am not having any regrets. I am just saying, come, I'm going to fight.
Looks like the line is breaking up a little bit. Dr. Beverly Chepwogenmite, we'll leave it at that for now, and we wish you the very best of luck being part of the warriors on the front lines on this battle against COVID-19. We're going to go straight to feedback right now, see what you guys have been talking about all evening long. And Kimutai Melei, you say, Emmanuel and Beverly, having people like you on the front line gives us hope. We thank you for your selfless efforts. Keep doing what you do best and stay safe. Great advice there, Kimutai, great advice. More tweets coming in thick and fast. Collins Bore say, the real warriors in the war against COVID-19 are our frontline health workers. Pay rise is a good gesture by GOK, but the fact is we can't pay them enough. Let them feel loved, cared for, and valued. We are all forever indebted to them. Absolutely. Good point there, Collins. Good point. Omusugu Peter, you say the frontline warriors in the fight against corona are our heroes and heroines, of course, now and days to come. We celebrate their courage and determination to save lives. Indeed. More tweets coming in thick and fast. John, you say, hi. Many have run from Eastleigh and flocked to South B and South. Oh, that must be referring to the partial lockdown in Eastleigh, saying many have now fled or run over to both South C and South B. Oh, there's more. Kipleting Manuela, you say, our frontline workers deserve appreciation from all of us, and government should provide them with incentives. They are doing incredible work in fighting the invisible enemy. May God bless and be with our nurses and doctors. Thank you. We respect you. Absolutely. Thank you, and we respect you. Everyone on the front line of this war against the coronavirus pandemic, we salute you. We applaud you.